Hi, everyone. Let's gasho together for the English translation of Sambutsuge from the larger Sutra of Immeasurable Life. In this gatha, Bodhisattva Dharmakara affirms his intention and determination to become a Buddha to save all sentient beings and to create the Pure Land of ultimate bliss. When I have become a Buddha, my land shall be most exquisite, and its people wonderful and unexcelled. The seat of enlightenment shall be supreme. My land, being like nirvana itself, shall be beyond comparison. I take pity on living beings and resolve to save them all. Those who come from the 10 quarters shall find joy and serenity of heart. When they reach my land, they shall dwell in peace and happiness. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Greetings, everyone. I am in Oregon right now with my mom and my brother, and my daughter is on her way to arrive here tomorrow. We are in the middle of a midsummer's heat wave here, but this is the perfect place for me to be during Obon season because so many of my family members are in cemetery here, and we will be visiting them tomorrow. I think I've talked before about how when I was growing up, we used to go to cemetery every week on Fridays after school. I remember when myself and my mother, we went with my grandmother. I remember watching my grandmother and later my mother carefully clean and polish my grandfather's stone and make a beautiful seasonal flower arrangement for him. If it was a holiday, he would get extra special decorations. And at the end, at my grandmother's direction, we would clean the gravestones of her friends and sometimes go around and set up extra flowers for them as well. When I was little, I just played in the cemetery while my mother and my grandmother worked. When I got a little older, I had the job of fetching water in those little cone-shaped vases. And when I got really older, I became a full member of the cemetery crew. I was very proud when I had my own bucket and set of rubber gloves and scrubbing brush in the trunk of the car. I assumed those duties right at about the same time that my grandmother started slowing down, so the timing was fortuitous. I always remember those weekly cemetery visits as a special time that I spent with my grandmother and my mother. And I always felt that we were doing something special for our loved ones by taking care of their grave sites. It felt like we were showing them how much we appreciated them and loved them and how important they still were in our lives. I've often felt that this is a unique aspect of a Japanese point of view about death, that our relationships do transcend death and that they go on for a very, very long time. Our loved ones are no less in our embrace just because they've crossed over into the Pure Land. There is joy in that embrace. The Obon season is a perfect example of this. Now, many, many years later, my grandmother has joined my grandfather in the Pure Land. My dad is there too. My uncles are there, my auntie as well. My mother still supervises our missions, but she's starting to slow down. Fortunately, my daughter has been promoted on the crew and is assuming her duties, so the timing is very fortuitous. And for me, that is the beauty and the wonder and the joy of Obon. Family members of all generations coming together to joyfully celebrate and commemorate our family members who are now in the Pure Land. while we live here and they dwell in Amida's land of peace and happiness. We express our sincere appreciation and love for them and reflect how important they still are in our lives. Stay safe, everyone, and have a joyous Obon season. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Naman Dabbits, Naman Dabbits, Naman Dabbits, Naman